Setting header float must be done prior to adjusting wing balance. Please refer to video 1 in this series for details on how to do this. Your MacDon FlexDraper has a 3-section frame that allows it to flex with changing ground conditions. The cutter bar can also be locked so the header acts as a rigid platform for off-the-ground cutting. Proper wing balance settings are essential to ensuring you get the maximum performance from your flex header. It is recommended that wing balance is checked and adjusted at least once a year at the start of each season. The changeover between flex and rigid mode is done simply by moving the wing lock lever between locked and unlocked. If the lock link does not disengage, move the wing by raising and lowering the header either by hand or with the combine. All options and accessories such as cross auger or stabilizer wheels must be installed on the header before setting flex. If you add additional kits to your header, you will need to repeat the flex setting procedure. Prior to setting wing balance, you must lift the gauge wheels to the top storage position. Park the combine and the header on level ground. Raise the cutter bar 6 to 10 inches above the ground. Level your combine feeder house faceplate. Tilt your header to position B1/2 on the indicator. Move your reel down and above the cutter bar at position 5 on the right hand reel arm. Ensure that the float locks are disengaged on both sides of the header. Remove the black flex linkage covers from either side of the header. Adjust the bell crank parallel to the top link. In this position, the cutter bar, wing, and center section are aligned in a straight line. Hold the bell crank in this position and make sure that the pointer tip is aligned to the middle of the top link. If not, bend the pointer to align. Unlock each wing. Remove the header adjustment torque wrench from its storage position. Place the torque wrench on the bell crank bolt to manually flex the wing. Apply smooth, steady upward pressure on the wrench until the wing indicator moves and the wing flexes. Continue until the bottom edge of the white wing flex indicator lines up with the top edge of the top link. Note the number on the torque wrench indicator. Now, apply smooth, steady downward pressure on the wrench and take another reading when the top edge of the white wing flex indicator aligns with the bottom edge of the top link. Compare your two readings. If the difference between the reading is less than 0.5, then the wing is balanced. However, if the difference is greater than 0.5, then the wing is not in balance. If the wrench gives a higher reading when applying upward pressure, the wing is heavy. If the wrench gives a higher reading when applying downward pressure, the wing is light. If the wing requires balancing, then you will need to adjust the position of the compression linkage arm. To lighten the wing, you will need to move the upper end of the compression linkage arm outboard. To make the wing heavier, you will need to move the upper end of the compression linkage arm inboard or towards the combine feeder house. To adjust the compression linkage arm, first loosen off the jam nut, then loosen the clevis bolt on the bell crank assembly and adjust the long threaded bolt with a 3/4 inch SAE or 19mm metric wrench. It's best to make only 1 to 2 turn adjustments until you achieve a balance. A balanced header wing will have no more than a half unit difference between an upward or downward flex. When balanced, retighten the clevis bolt and reinstall the poly shield. Your header wings are now balanced to the factory recommended settings. If you feel that your header requires further adjustment, then please consult your operator's manual, contact the nearest MacDon dealer, or contact MacDon directly for further assistance.